Morning or afternoon, guys. Excuse my voice, I've got a cold. What's today? It's Thursday, 2nd of June, about 1 o'clock. Um, Exclusive just for the Discord channel. Okay, let's have a quick look and see what the mess that happened yesterday. If I just quickly look at what is this? This is Atom. Okay, so we've got our three up, we've got our 1, 2, 3 down, and it just hasn't finished the other high that I'm desperately looking for before we drop. I mean, down here is my little buy order I placed a few days ago, and it went up nicely, but then came right back to where we started. So not looking too great. Matic was the same thing. There's my little white line marker. So we've got it up, we've got a long sideways correction. Again, this is a 1, 2, 3, that's your B or X, and now we're waiting for a 3 or 5 wave up. Unfortunately, also nicely when moved up. If I go to the 1 hour, you can see it nicely. Okay, so it went up very nicely, nice profits. I obviously didn't count this properly, and then it came all the way back down again to where I started. At least it's still in the channel, so it hasn't left the channel yet. So there's still hope for me. ADA, a couple of days ago, I mentioned that it has already reached the minimum target. As you can see, there was my box. There's the channel line. W, X, Y is actually completed already. It met 100% minimum retracement today or extension. So yeah, so ADA could be done and make its way down now, but most of this stuff haven't quite done that yet. So it's still a bit confusing at what it's going to do if it wants to do another high before it drops. But anyway, dot. I also placed an order on dot. Okay, there's my white line marker. With this one, yeah, also same thing. Back to where I started again. Went up nicely for 1, 2, and we didn't quite get that impulse 3 all the way up to here that we needed to confirm that. So back down to here. So yeah, let's take us away. Let me just get rid of this as well, because you guys know what we're doing as ABCs or WXYs. If I remove everything else, if we just look at traditional analysis, here's my little line, okay? So the trend line that this thing's been bouncing against eventually broke out of it, and we can consider this as a nice retrace. So that's why I am not giving up yet, because I'm thinking, traditionally that's a nice retrace. We could still see some sort of push to the upside. So I am ever hopeful. Let's go to one we spoke about, same thing. XRP also hasn't quite reached the top yet. Also broke out of this little channel, little trend line, retracing it nicely. Still in my channel, my blue channels, still inside it. So RSI is at the bottom, or close to the bottom. So everything is still possible here. I was still hoping for that one move up. Ether, a little bit weaker, not really going anywhere. Bitcoin, yeah, okay. So this is my old ABC, which I placed long before this even played out. Let me just get rid of it now. You all know it's there. There is our line. It broke out of it, and there's a perfect retrace to it. So if I go to let me just see the other one. It's got it. Because there is my line there, my target 34,000. I still would like to see it get there and then go down. But let me just see where my other count is. If I've got some numbers somewhere. Hey, here we go. I've got this one I showed you guys. Let me go to the 1 hour. And this is where we were looking in this last leg up to be the 1, 2. Let me just get my line. Impulse 1, nice correction for 2, and then eventually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we had our 3. Now we were looking for a 4, and then one push up for a 5 to go up. Maybe this was a 4 here, guys. That's ABC right there. 5, it has broken the 3 high, so that's all it needs. So if that is the case, that I didn't spot yesterday, unfortunately. So this could be very easily be a B, and this could be a massive C to there. Back to the channel line. So what's going to happen now? Okay, so I need to consider. Okay, let me get rid of this count because that is not right anymore. I need to consider a few things there. We have retraced to this trend line, so we have come back to it. So it's a breakout, retrace, and traditionally you would just buy there now. But a few scenarios I'm looking for. If we give it impulse here, like this, then it'll be great, because then we will still meet our target of this area up here, 34,000. If we see this thing just giving us a very small correction to the side and not giving us any impulse, when I say impulse, like a strong move up, then it's more likely the top is in over here for this. It's broken this high already, so it's done what it's supposed to do in 3 waves. Because remember, WXY is actually 3 waves. There's our 3 waves. There's a 1, 2, 3x, and that could be a 1. That could be a 2. This could be a 3 done. It's not as long as this one. It's a lot shorter, but the structure is there, so it could be done at what, 32,000. From there, this could be the 1, the 2, and then the massive 3, 4, 5 down. So what I'm trying to say is, any retrace up to the middle halfway line here, back to where we entered, or we are entered, I will most likely close my trade at break even. The one of them is slightly lower, so that's when I'll get in a small profit. But I'd rather live with that than sit with a losing trade that's going to go to the new lows and I wreck my account. Okay, so for right now, I'm looking for that retrace. If I look at my other BTC chart, they're all, I mean, okay, I haven't moved my lines at all yet on the blue lines. This we posted, I think I don't have to look at my chart again, but around about here somewhere, this was in play. And I said to you guys, if you got that, we got this, we're going to have the blue line up and then it'll probably down from there. Well, it has gone exactly where my blue lines are. Please, my blue lines are not there exactly where it's supposed to be. They're just giving me a guide or telling us direction where we're going to go. We're going to go up to there somewhere, and then we're going to start looking for down moves again. So that's just what I'm indicating. It's not exactly where it's going to happen, but in this case, it looks like it might have. Now, again, guys, we need to see if it's going to be, let me go 1 hour. I'll repeat this again. If this is not an A, B, C, and we go up again, this could be the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. As soon as I see 5 waves like that, this, then I'll be worried, because then we will have the 3 waves back to halfway, and I will close my trades. If this is a 5-wave move, guys, I am out, okay, after this retrace, because I'm not going to trust that. A 5-wave move and elite wave, guys, you must always remember, 5 waves is the beginning of a move or the end of a move. So if we finish our structure here and our correction is done for wave 4, so let's say wave 4 is done, okay. Now, how do we know the next one's starting? As soon as you see 5 waves impulsive in one direction, that is a start of something. Wait for your correction, and then you carry on for wave 3. And that's the wave you want to trade. You always want to trade the main long wave 3. Okay, right now, what we did, or what I did yesterday, I decided to, in the middle of wave 4, which is a correction, to start dabbling around and playing around with ups and downs here. I always recommend not to trade corrections, because they will chop and change and they will mess you up. So always look for 5 in one direction, 3 back, and then go for it. What I mean by that is, okay, before I show you that on my gold, let me just look at this total market cap. So very simply, we've got, again, this has also got the 3 up, 1, 2, 3 down there. Broke out, came back into the channel, similar to all BTC charts and other charts. You know what? This could also be a bearish triangle. So let me just draw this line for you. If that is what I'm looking at, so this could be your A, 1, 2, 3, B, C, D. So we could have another 3 wave up to here to give us an E, and that is the drop from there. So that is your bearish triangle. Okay, so that means if I just get my line here, it will not go above that again. It will stay below that. And so we're going to move, let's go to 1 hour. In fact, let me label it for you so you can see it nicely. So that'll be our A, 1, 2, 3, will be our B, low point here, 1, 2, 3, it'll be our C, 1, 2, 3, our D, and then 1, 2, 3 up again, E up to here. Okay, so if we have that, then we won't get any higher and we are crashing from there. That is if it is a bearish triangle. But like you watch my videos, I always say to you, if we play triangles, always be aware sometimes they fail and they do make a flag or a flat correction and then continue down. Okay, so this is where the breakout traders get wrecked because they think, oh, we're going to the moon now, stops there and then crashes. All right, so just be aware of that. So am I helping you? Probably not, because we're on a situation now where it is very unclear what we should do. All I know is any up moves up to here, just in case it's a bearish triangle, I'm getting out. If I get lucky and it's impulsive, great, I'll hold until it gets to the 34,000. So having said that, I mean DXY, the dollar, I mean it's done. Let's move down, finish the triangle diagonal, and I was waiting for this ABC correction. I drew a zigzag. I always draw zigzags, but it could be a flat, could be a triangle, could be anything. So in this case, it was just a major flat. So I can see from there to there and there to there. So we've got A, B, C expanded flat. So now we should have another move done for dollar. If that's the case, awesome. That means we could have some stronger moves again in gold and stocks and so on. And Bitcoin, as long as dollar's weak. But remember, dollar's not going to be weak for long. It's going to get support down here and it will make all-time new highs again. This is only wave 4 on that one. So if I look at stocks quickly, what did I do yesterday? Okay, so this is exactly what Bitcoin, we had the same scenario. 1, 2, 3. We're waiting for the wave 4 to finish and then wave 5. Unfortunately, Bitcoin didn't do this. It came like this and it came all the way down to this low area down here. Okay, so I didn't play the game the same as stocks yesterday. So luckily I got my buy right at the bottom here and I'm in that for the moment. Hoping it is going to make a wave 5 before I get out and wait for the retrace. Same as gold. Gold was a perfect trade yesterday. If I would just quickly show you the chart before I get off this line. Okay, now this is what I try and teach you guys. Look here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves impulsive up. Ideally, I wanted this to be the 4 and one more 5 there. I admit that. But when we saw this nice overlapping ABC structure sideways, it was a no-brainer. So we have what we do, the 5-3 setup. Remember, 5 up, impulsive, 3 waves to the side. Okay, correction. Then we buy. That's where I bought. So that was a very good trade. I'm happy I'm in those 2 trades. Just be aware, in the videos you'll see sometimes when you play the first 3, it gives you a connector or X wave and it does another wave 3, breaks the low here, takes your stops out, and then it goes. So instead of the 3 waves, it does like a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, what do you call it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wave correction. It's the same thing. It just ends up being this being the 1, the 2, and the 3, and it's a longer playing out thing. But in gold's case, I think this is it. We're done. I would look for any sort of retrace like this to probably add some more, and that'll be wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the next wave up. Okay, and this is the wave we want to take. Why do you want to take this wave? Because ideally, this could be, okay, first of all, if it's an A and that's our B, our C is up here. Okay, so we getting a nice move there. But if it's a 1 and a 2, then this is going to be a massive move up over 2000 again. All right, so just keep that in mind. There's my green arrow still from months ago saying it's going to go down here and go up. It's doing it very nicely, so I'm lucky to be back in this trade. Okay, guys, good luck. Sorry about Bitcoin. We'll have to just watch it and see today and tomorrow if it's going to do this correction up to here and crash and then come up again, and then we can go for it. Else, yeah, we'll be monitoring it. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the Discord channel. See you later.